War is over, folks. That means we can return to Windy. Merry Christmas. Or however the song goes. We can finally live at peace for the rest of our days. All is well, forever. We've earned it. We've earned a nice long rest for Conker. Finally make it home. Take a nap. Well, we've got a tail for safety. I think we might need some safety. Things aren't quite as hopeful as we might have suspected. The beehive has been smashed once and for all, and the queen taken out with it. Looks like that's a blood spatter. I don't think the queen is going to be reigning the bee kingdom for much longer. Someone call Prince Charles. Tell him he's been promoted to King of the Bees. After a bit of a catastrophe here in Windy, something occurred as a result of what we did during the war chapter. At least the night sky cleared up and we get to enjoy the constellations. Take one brief moment of respite. Then assess the damages to our hometown and see if we can fix them, because that's what Conker does, is fix stuff. And break stuff. He does stuff. And then stuff happens as a result. Okay. So the windmill did not survive the war. And the game's apparently not going to tell me why. That's weird. But I can fix that. There's supposed to be a little cutscene there. And I didn't watch it on that save file, but we'll watch it on the chapter replay. It's a good thing this is so robust. Good way to clean up any mistakes I might have made. Which, of course, I've never made a mistake and I never will. This is what happened the first time we loaded it up. We all remember. We saw the dead queen. We easily made our way back up the mountain. And then we met an old friend. This is just a trip down memory lane.
Oh no! Where did the windmill go? And I was sure that was the final level. Oh well, obviously not. Oh, Roden! Roden! Hey, it's good to see you, man. What happened?
Oh, a bit sore, but you know what? I reckon that suit really worked. I was flying through the air. Next thing is, bam! I saw this thing coming towards me. Kind of like a windmill. Doesn't seem to be there anymore. Oh well. Never mind. At least I'm still here. So, what's happening?
I'm not really sure. But, the war seems to be over. You might as well go on your way. Give my regards to the guys.
Yeah, I will. Catch you later?
Catch you later. You can buy me a pint.
Okay. Conker, can I just say something?
Yeah, that depends what it is.
It was a real privilege working with you. And I would have to say that if ever I need to go on an operation such as that again, I hope that it's with you.
Oh, well, that's very nice of you to say so.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, soldier. Dismissed.
What a great guy.
Idiot.
Of all the people to be rendered immortal by a super-powered suit of armor. It had to be rodent. Oh well. Nice to have a familiar face. Be immortal and on our side. Forever in our debt. That might come in handy. For some reason, the bottom of the windmill lets out on the other side of the broken bridge that we couldn't pass before. That means we are right next to the Feral Reserve. To what end, though? Let's find out.
Whoa. I thought I told you to leave town. But seeing as you're here, anyways, we may have a little job for you.
Oh, not another one. Look, can I just go home, please?
I said, we may have a little job. Take it or leave it.
Okay, I'll take it.
Like, these pants are so uncomfortable. Oh, fancy meeting you here.
Oh, Barry. You look great.
Really?
I thought you said you didn't know this guy.
Oh yeah, I know him. He's like my boyfriend.
Yeah, that's right. I'm her boyfriend.
Am I interrupting something here? When you two little lovebirds are finished with your reunion tete-a-tete shit, maybe we can get on with the job at hand, please?
Okay. What do you want us to do?
Okay. Since your little escapades with those cavemen kind of put me out of business.
Real quick, he's talking about the time we committed genocide against the entire cave people. Probably ruining all of history because he told us to. Also, I can pause cutscenes to inject commentary. I will try to use this responsibly, but I doubt I will. It is simply too much power for me to have. Anyway, on with the return of the Weasel mob boss. Already in progress.
Now I need to replenish my funds. Here we have it. The Feral Reserve Bank.
Okay. But I'll do it on one condition only.
What?
That I get an outfit that's as cool as hers.
Deal.
Matrix references. Because this is a thing that came out after the year 1999. Therefore, it has to have Matrix references. It is infuriating how true that rule is. But we're getting the obligatory full leather trench coat with sunglasses look. Or JC Denton. Yeah, that's a better reference. Sadly, they don't really do video game references here in Conker. Some cartoons, mostly movies. If we were to return to the previous area, we would lose our cool outfit. Obviously don't want to do that. Although this does actually make the character weaker because we no longer can do the helicopter tail. I'm pressing double jump here and nothing is happening. So we lose one of our abilities in order to look cooler. Which frankly is worth it. Also, Barry. Poor Barry. She's looking about the same as she does in the Xbox version, as far as not having any internal organs. She does look pretty cool, though. And she's, like, nice and competent now. It's good to see Barry again. Quite frankly. Being more than just a damsel in distress. Much more, in fact, as we enter the bank itself.
trick. Coming through!
It's another one of those scenes that is only funny because the characters are so cartoonish in their proportions. Now, why did we even have that briefcase that set off the alarm? We're not going to use it. Just part of the reference, I guess. As is the very loud music. I'll fix that in editing. We got weasel guards. But we can also head over here where there's a context-sensitive button, which allows us to do the Matrix jump, in case you didn't get the Matrix reference yet. We can basically kill all these weasel guards for free. It is theoretically possible to kill them like this. But when you're doing the Matrix jump, it's a one-hit kill. Whereas if you're actually trying to shoot them the correct way, they will easily knock you out of it. It is quite risky. There. That should be all of them. 2 waves of 2. Barry has long enough legs to actually get leverage and jump over the mines that are one-hit kill. I don't like our odds. I've taken way too much damage here. So we can be one-shot at this point. We've seen it's unlikely for them to hit us while we're jumping, but entirely possible. Nonetheless, you basically just want to jump back and forth, firing as accurately as you can, but with the analog stick that is made available to us. Accuracy is a luxury we typically are not going to get. Last guy's getting in place, and I get the first shot, so he's dead. I just gotta wait until I land, juggle him for a while. Then we take the next set of lasers down. How many Matrix references can they cram in? Maybe some more now. Let's see how far back at checkpoints be. I was gonna guess, beginning of the laser sequence. So, rather than demonstrate how this is meant to work, I'll just, efficiently kill everything. Which is still gonna be super slow, because they force you to do the slow motion jumps. So, we'll fix this in editing as well, probably. Back to this phase. Back to more matrices. And more bad luck. I did that whole first 2 segments without getting hit at all. As soon as I'm back to making progress, immediately get nailed in midair. Yeah, the Matrix was dominant in media for quite a few years after it came out. And basically ever since. Media has never been the same. For better and worse. This reference is, it's a fun gameplay segment, so it's not just the reference, but the reference aspect of it is not necessarily my favorite thing in the world. I groaned really hard the first time I ever saw this. I haven't actually seen The Matrix since it was in theaters. I've seen the first 3 Matrix movies in theaters and then never again since. Which is kind of weird in retrospect. We got a lot of weasels this time. And we hadn't really seen it before, but they can destroy your cover. Then you're in trouble. I could go for a Matrix rewatch, though. I'm sure there's stuff I missed. 20-some-odd years ago. I think there's one more wave of 4, and I have almost no cover left. Typically, I don't watch any movies, so it is impressive that I've seen all 3 Matrix movies, at least. Yeah, with the cover gone, I was just fucked. Headshot and slaughtered, all in one go. So now I gotta do the whole sequence over again, because I was too slow in protecting the cover. Okay, back to the final phase at least. But my health is in the gutter. Let's protect the pillar, because it's instant death if it gets destroyed, we learned. It's also instant death if I get destroyed. Oh, look at that. They annihilated my pillar. And their corpses are protecting the weasels behind them. There, I can get this guy. And I should be able to get the next wave while they are emerging from the back area. My timing is... Oh, I'm fucked. Barry, save me. Okay. The sickest of dodges. Okay, I didn't get a single kill while jumping there. It's horrible. Another one down. Ah, I'm not landing these shots. But they keep regrouping, mercifully. Another one down, and that's the last one. We're good. Close one. At least the challenge actually does ramp up as they increase the number of weasels. So it does mechanically change a little bit as you go through it. A little bit. It's not the worst segment to drag on way too long, but it is one of many. Survey our annihilation. It actually did match the destruction we legitimately did during the segment, which is neat.
Give me a break.
Don't worry, it's in hand, okay?
Yeah, you're one in a million. Speaking of which...
Speaking of a million, that is to say. Yeah, Barry's such a talented hacker, she can just touch a wall and 10 million lasers immediately turn off. This room serves no purpose whatsoever. It does look pretty neat. Feels like they should have done something with it. But we deserve a break after all that weasel killing.
Well, there you go, materialist.
Well, you can talk. Anyway. Where do I start? Come here, my little beauties.
Conker's still about to die, but he's so excited to see the money. Still gonna have to mess with it. Let's play with the switch, too. Switch is stuck. Free money. Here in the vault. So much money. How much money do we have? 2310 is what we capped out at.
Hey, over here.
It's begging us to capture it. Every time we try, it doesn't work.
Somebody get me.
I like the berries become an all-purpose character,
Hey.
not just the sex pot. A good counterpart for Conker. And she officially said they're dating.
Somebody get me.
It's no longer just implied. Even though they do have an open relationship because Conker did fall in love with the cave queen. And Barry's in love with the mob boss.
Finally. Got it. Oh, cool.
Speaking of a million.
Millionaire. I'm a millionaire, Barry. Hey, Barry. What are you looking at?
Conker, honey.
Oh. Easy come, easy go. Who's this guy? Barry, do you know who he is?
You got me.
Yes. At last. A red squirrel. Good.
Red squirrel. Oh, I think he means me. I don't recognize this guy. Unless he's the fabled Panther King. But he was just in stories like my mom used to tell me to get me to sleep. Looks like he was real after all. The Fairy Panther King.
Who are you calling a fairy?
Oh, that aged poorly. That is, they're gonna drive this joke into the ground, but, this is another one of those very, very long cutscenes, but it's much more eventful than the one in the spooky chapter. So, maybe I'll cut in occasionally to interject, because I can do that. And one way or another, sit back and enjoy the cinematic event of the summer, Conker's Bad Fur Day.
No, as in like furry, as in ephemeral, like a fable, like a legend, you know, like sort of doesn't matter.
No. Doesn't matter. Not anymore. Not for you. Weasel. Right here, boss. Your bounty.
Thank you very much. What are we gonna do with it? Him?
You leave him to me.
So you're not gonna kill him?
Not exactly.
Step aside, Conker. I know how to deal with men like this.
Such loyalty. Misplaced. Get rid of her.
Easiest thing in the world. Sorry, dollface. Business is business. Adios.
What the? Hey, mind where you... Barry? Hey, Barry.
Barry has reverse Dante syndrome, where she can dodge bullets in gameplay, but in a cutscene, she's completely helpless, easily gunned down by a former lover at the behest of a evil monarch. Bit weird, but change of tone for Conker's Bad Fur Day. You never know what to expect from this game.
Oh no.
No problem, boss. Boss, you feeling all right?
Bit of indigestion. Where's my milk, Professor? Professor.
Oh, Misha. How are you feeling?
Not good. The sooner we get this squirrel in place, the sooner I'll get my milk. It's getting worse.
Ah, yes, that's right, my Lisha. It would be getting worse. Oh, really? Yes. Well, you don't look so good. Let's see now. Milk, yes. The squirrel, yes. The problem is solved, methinks.
What, squirrel? I think so, Conker. It's me.
What's going on here?
What's going on?
Yes, here it comes.
Not sure what's going on here, but I think it's time to make an exit.
Oh, since that squirrel got it as my teddies, I think the latest addition to my plans is about picture. Oh, the incubation period is just about complete. Not a moment too soon.
Yes, my liege. Let us kill two birds with one stone.
What the?
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Come here. Such a beautiful animal. Even though he is about to annihilate your scroll, rip you limb from limb, you cannot help but admire his beauty, his power, his poise. He is not a wonderful creature, is he? You're right there. He's not. Just ignore him. Right. I'm if I'm gonna live in this world and in this castle. So out of date. I have something known as technology. Take us into orbit. Yeah. The power of liquid nitrogen mixed with oxygen, 2 parts petrol. Yeah. I'm never gonna get home now. Heinrich? Kill.
Alright, who saw chestbursters coming? Probably no one, unless you had your obligatory 90s bingo card out. In which case it would have been right next to the free space that is the Matrix. Here's what the switch is for. I still have 1 HP though.
Warning. Warning. Airlock open. Air pressure compromised.
Hey, my throne! I saw in the opening cutscene. I meant to inherit that, and now I'm dead. I mean, I guess I should be dead because the airlock's open. Everyone should be dead. But I wasn't yet. Let's do that again real quick. Thank you. One hit killed by the tail of the xenomorph. Maybe I need a full retinue of lives here. Let's try this again. Hopefully for the last time.
Warning. Warning. Airlock open. Air pressure compromised.
They did kill off Barry so quickly and unceremoniously that you sort of suspect it to be a fake out. And hell, maybe it is.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Oh no! I forgot about the airlock! Oh shit! What the I didn't put the high boosters on my chair! I knew I should have done that! I know it was the minus oh, it was fine! Shit! This is bad! No legs! And now no life!
So Barry's death was definitely not a fake out. She doesn't even have a corpse anymore. Burial at Sky. On the bright side, we got this fiddly boss fight. Conker's the only survivor of basically every character in this game. Now, this might be a video game reference. As rare as they are, we are on the N64 here. We are gonna do the analog stick spin and throw. It's a bit ineffective though. Gotta do it multiple times. Now when he attacks with his tail, you gotta jump. When he attacks with his head, you gotta block. So let's see. There's the tail. Tail. Fight. Yep. And then I fight him. Nope. You gotta retaliate very soon after you get attacked, or he will start dodging. Punch-out style. So let's bait out a tail. Like this. And then attack immediately thereafter. Go for another spin to win. That'll get us to the third phase, because of course it's going to survive this as well. Which is the hardest one. After I land this, he will dodge immediately after any attack. So my window to retaliate will be very, very small, and I'm likely to die here. But if I do, I will save it in editing. Your opportunity to react to any of his attacks is very, very small. If you guess wrong, you're gonna get hit. Let's see. It should be the tail. Then bite. And I retaliated at the exact right moment, but it didn't count anyway. Because, screw you, it's the final boss. Then he jumps ahead because he got too close to the airlock. Couldn't have him just walk his ass back out of the airlock manually. And I'm down. That means we start from all the way back in the first phase. But since we died, here's the thing I should have shown off. As soon as I got control, I miss Barry too much to go on with this fight. Let's see if we can rescue her. Nah, there's no coming back from the airlock. Barry is well and truly gone. And if Conker doesn't kill this alien, he will be too. Wish me luck on the spin to win. The first two are so easy as to be trivial. You do have to wait until he gets airborne. If his claws are making contact with the ground, you can't throw him. So you gotta spin him for a long time. If you throw him from an adequate distance away, the airlock will sort of suck him towards the hot zone that counts as a successful throw. Right there, I got sort of locked into an animation and I couldn't block or dodge. Here we go. Another throw. But yeah, the first two phases are very manipulatable and easy. The third phase is much, much, much harder, and it's probably going to kill me a bunch of times, which is super irritating. Nice throw. I'm going to back away. I hate when he's this close to the airlock. So I'm going to lure him away from it. Then try and manipulate out the tail swipe. Nope, he's backing away. Not going to fall for that one. He also gets locked into attacks, but he can't be interrupted while he's locked in. But nonetheless, he did not defend himself adequately. Lucky me. Now to take advantage of this luck. Get him out the airlock. Right about... So long, Gay Bowser.
Still, that was it. This is the end. And to think it would end like this. Oh dear. Hello? What's going on? Is this a joke? The game's locked up. I don't believe it. What is this? Is this the testing department's day off or something? This gives me an idea. Hello? If there are any software engineers that can hear me, just, type something in. Alright, yeah, hello. Right. Here's the plan. I won't tell anyone that there's been a lockup, quite a bad one at that, left in the game. If you will say, well, I don't know, help me out with this guy here. What do you think? Now, get rid of this background. It's really grimy. That's better. Weapons, maybe? Oh, cool. Let's see now. Yeah. No. What about, oh, yeah. That should do it. Double action.
It's not even your first shotgun in the game, Conker. Hey, look at my $1 million. It's canon. Glad to see I'm not the only one who can pause cutscenes. Conker can do it as well. And that also is canon. It's save the day. Intriguing. Let's continue to enjoy Duck Amuck meets The Matrix. So many Matrix references. It's brutal.
Oh. You guys. Yeah. Right. Okay. Take me back to, say, the throne room. Cool. Now, Mr. Alien. Let's see. Okay, let's get into position. Steady. Just check the shot. There we go. Right. On my mark, and not a moment sooner. 3, 2, 1, and action. Whoa. Oh no. That looks a bit volatile. Well, I'll clean that up later. Well, I suppose that's it. Anything else? Who are these guys? Oh, hello. It's you again.
Oh, if it isn't Conker. How you doing, Mr. Screw? You have defeated the evil panther-type king.
Yes, we didn't like him either. In fact, there seems to be an empty throne.
So bloody right there is. Come on, Conker. Up onto the throne here.
What? But no, you don't understand. I don't really want to be king. Oh no, I forgot to... I should have brought Barry back to life. Oh no. Hello, Programmer. Ah, thank God. What are you doing? Get off.
It's okay, it'll be good. And the rest of the guys. Marvelous. Yeah, I like it in here. Oh, cheese.
Oh, King.
King! You couldn't be king of a toilet!
Yeah, king of a toilet.
You don't know how close you are. You realize that? You just do not know.
Sorry. Oh, Conker. Yes, King. I would have thought that. Can I be your general?
Oh no. Of all the people in the world that I don't like, I'm in a room full of them.
I've heard the good news. We came back from holiday as soon as we could, just to celebrate with you on this wonderful, momentous occasion. Didn't we, ladies?
There we go. The king is dead. Long live the king.
Yeah, long live the king.
Long live the king!
Yeah, long live the king.
Will you stop repeating me?
I've not been him.
Long live the king.
Long live the king.
Long live the king. Long live the king.
Long live the king.
Long live the king. Long live the king. Long live the king. Long live the king. Long live the king. Long live the king.
So, there I am. King. King of all the land. And who'd have thought that? Not me. I guess you know who these guys are now? 'Cause I certainly do. I don't want to know them. And yep, I may be king. I have all the money in the world. And all the land. And all that stuff. But you know, I don't really think I want it. I just want to go home. With Barry. And, I don't know, have a bottle of beer. It's not gonna happen. It's true what they say. The grass is always greener. And you don't really know what it is you have until it's gone. Gone. Gone.
A sincerely heartbreaking ending to this goofy-ass comedy game of gross-out humor and hyper-violent meaninglessness. Not the thing I expected the first time I got to the end of this game. An intentional anticlimax at that. They bring back all the irritating characters that Conker hates, so obviously we're supposed to hate him too. Brutal. But it's unique. It's everything about this game. Super unique. So I wasn't going to do this Let's Play. I had this idea years ago. But I talked myself out of it. because of the Great Mighty Pooh specifically. Everyone's seen it. It's super popular, super well known. And what am I supposed to add to it? It's a guy singing for like 10 minutes straight. Anything I say during that time lessens the effect of the whole fight. I sort of felt that was like a microcosm of the entirety of Conker's Bad Fur Day. But here I am. I love this game so much. I sort of said derisively that if I ever play this game, I should take some of the stuff I learned and apply it. Implying that I would not be playing it again, but I play this game fairly often. Typically only until about the end of the first half. Right around the beginning of Ooga Booga, it wears out its welcome and slows to a crawl. That's where the difficulty ramps up, and a lot of the bullshit segments become impossible to avoid. But those opening segments, I have very, very fond memories of them, and I didn't even play this game back when it was new. I didn't even see it for the first time until like 2010. And then I first played it much later than that even. So it's a relatively recent experience to me. And I have lots and lots of fond feelings of it. Happy to have played it and recorded it, shown it off, and dug deep into the remake, which is also really cool and interesting. I'm so glad there are two versions of it, even though I much prefer the original. Technically, there's a third version as well, but it's basically identical to this one in the rare replay. There are some notable differences, but nothing, like, worthy of recording. Not that I have the means to record it anyway. Not sure exactly when this is going to end, and we already went through the special thanks. So I assume... Oh, even more special thanks. I assume we are near the conclusion. These melancholy credits.
So, what'll it be?
Scotch. Single malt. Space side. No ice.
Huh. A man of taste. There you go.
Whoa there, cowboy. Keep it coming. Oh, leave the bottle.
Yeah. Looking a bit down. What's the matter?
You wouldn't believe it. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. I'll just drink this. Doesn't look too good tonight.
Seems like he has got himself in a cycle of endless Bad Fur Days, which they could follow up with infinite sequels, but they chose not to. I mean, the game doesn't really lend itself to sequels, and this cutscene here is unskippable. As neat as it is, we do have to watch it, and I've had to watch it many times. Ah well. I would welcome a Conker sequel, but it came out in 2001 on the N64. It's a miracle it got a remake. It wasn't just buried right next to Barry. So, here's what we've accomplished. I've spent a lot of time talking about the game over screens, and I showed off 3 of them, but I said there's 5. After you complete a chapter and you go back into the chapter replay segment, as good as it is, if you game over, it only shows you a generic game over. It doesn't show you the contextual cool game overs that I like so much. And the first time you can get the game overs that I haven't shown off yet is right about here. Brass Monkeys. That is hours into the game, about a third into the game. And all the cutscenes are unskippable if I were to try and play up to that point. So, by sheer luck, I left off my Xbox 360 playthrough of this game right at the last possible moment where I can still get the remaining game overs. So, there will be those game overs. I'm going to show them off with the Xbox Remake version. There will be an additional video, even though that was clearly the finale of the game. Live and Reloaded added an extra Chapter X with new story content to the multiplayer mode. And I will show that off single player. Might be a bit of a while before I get to it, because I need to explore it and go through a whole bunch of minutia before I can show that off properly. But I absolutely will show it off. At least one more big, full, story-relevant video of Conker's Bad Fur Day. But for now, the more pressing matter of the Heist chapter as seen in Live and Reloaded. It begins with the devastation that has befallen our hub world, and the gruesome corpse of the Queen Bee, which inexplicably has grass growing out of it. None of the debris from the collapsed windmill is visibly on fire, but there are tiny cinders floating in the air to imply that some kind of fiery explosion happened. And during the heist, the bag that goes through the X-ray is visibly bursting with explosives, which I thought was a hilarious new joke. Then we get to the action, which is a little less impressive. Conker is only going to pull out one gun, as usual, which limits his ability to be stylish. He can't do the crossed arm double kill thing. I think pretty much all the animations here lack the punch that the Bad Fur Day equivalent was able to deliver. But here's the redesigns of our heroes. Looking good. During the shooting segment itself, when your cover gets hit, it will sometimes show the wireframe underneath in another probable Matrix reference. And the shooting itself controls much, much better, just like all the shooting. Conker does always overshoot the leap to the other context-sensitive button, so you'd have to reposition yourself after you land. But the shooting is so good you literally don't even need to do the slowdown thing. You can just do typical shooting, and it will get you to safety. This segment, they fade the background out. It's just sheer whiteness. I have no idea if that's an additional Matrix reference or something. It's been way too long since I've seen the source material. But it is a minor graphical change, so I saw fit to highlight it. And there's Conker waddling into the elevator for another dramatic pose. Inside the vault, they added this slowly spinning statue of a gilded earth with a giant bite taken out of it, which I thought was kind of neat. Unnecessary addition, but I like it.
Finally.
And once Conker has collected his $1 million, his victory celebration has been animated totally differently. Got an arm thrust and then snow angels on nothing. Now we all know what Barry's looking at. Her impending demise at the hands of the Weasel Mafia boss. She does this open arm gesture that suggests she's going to either try and dodge the bullets or maybe reason with the mob boss. But then she just gets shot anyway. And then she keeps getting shot. Similar to the soldier in the electric chair, it's an intentionally drawn out, dramatic death scene. They're finally done with her. And only then does Conker realize what has happened. There's also already alien blood next to Barry's head there. So when we fight the alien, it gets to top speed while we're spinning it around much more quickly. And the area that counts as a hit while you're throwing it out the airlock is much more generous. So the first two phases are pretty easy. Then for some reason in the third phase, even when you score a legitimate hit, the combo won't always go through. In fact, most of the time, the combo drops before you get to the hit that actually knocks the alien prone. And I have absolutely no idea what constitutes a successful combo, but I was very frustrated by the time it finally happened. The weapon rack is full of completely different items, most of them taken from the game's multiplayer mode. Conker arbitrarily chooses the crossbow, the double action crossbow, which he then discards. And we had to take a nice good look at him posing with the katana, even though it is completely unchanged. It's just higher resolution. Now when we get to the throne room, pay close attention to the right side of the screen over by the throne. The green cog appears when the camera changes, and it's just going to gawk at us, while Conker regrets his life decisions. That cog will also disappear just as abruptly, right after the red cog shows up and addresses it, which is the only reason they put it here. And here is that red cog, with her suitcase, sporting stickers from New York, Hawaii, and Nuneaton. What the hell's Nuneaton, you ask? Why, it's the largest town in Warwickshire. It's just some intentionally obscure British local humor. In Bad Fur Day, the suitcase stickers said Caribbean, Paris, and Twycross. That last one being another obscure British town that happens to be the base of operations for Rareware. Since that's kind of a lackluster change to go out on, let's now take a look at the last two game over sequences that I've been building up for so long. The first of which ended up being easier to record on the N64. So here's what you see if Conker loses his last life while he is in water.
Kind of, boss. A bit soggy, though. Sorry.
Oh well. Not to worry.
Similar to what you see if Conker gets reduced to chunks, but clearly the Weasel Guards are going to get the mysterious duct tape punishment. And finally, death by fire.
Have you got to him yet?
Yes, boss, but he's a bit frazzled.
Oh well. Never mind.
In this one, the king seems to abandon his need for Conker's corpse. The bag that the guards deliver in the Xbox version is so tiny as to render the corpse useless, I guess. While we're here, I might as well point out that this chapter select screen has also been altered slightly. The ending cutscene used to be its own sub-chapter, but they removed the option to just jump right to that. But there we go, that concludes Conker's Bad Fur Day. One of my favorite games ever. Always cheers me up, and even deconstructing it like I did for this Let's Play didn't ruin my opinion of it. As previously stated, I will be back to cover the Live and Reloaded exclusive Chapter X, eventually. For now though, I thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed Conker's Bad Fur Day.